Close, Nick. Phase 2. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. Well, it's weird. Phase 3 is just we're gonna send a Kerbal just directly into the sun. Haha! Alright. Welcome. Thursday night here at Llamanautics at mixer.com/TeamLlamaGames. Phase 2 is underway. So Phase 2 is, as we revealed last night, is we are going to Minimus, the second moon of Kerbal. And so with that, I've done a little bit of research on what we need to do. Minimus is not that much more difficult than going to the moon. It is obviously further away, but the gravity on Minimus is about half of that of the moon, so landing is actually shouldn't be quite as difficult, and getting back should not be quite as difficult. So really, we don't need to do too much to our ship. The only thing that I would like to do is, since we've finished our mission of getting Kerbals out, we can get rid of this pod. Whoops. So we will get rid of that. And then we're just going to get rid of this guy. So in its place, we're just going to add some more fuel. So first thing we'll do is we'll put a heat shield. Oh, that's way too big. That heat shield on. And add a decoupler. Okay, and then we'll go ahead and add another. Put this back on, because what I want to do is I want to see what we're. So this is a 216. Okay. So what we'll do is we'll just put on another fuel tank. There we go. Put that on there. Put that on there. So it might actually be the only amount of different things we need to do here. We've got our 3 parachutes. We've got our parachute on top. Okay, I think we're gonna give this a shot. Obviously, I have never done the flight to Minimus before. We are going to go in and do a little of experimentation, see how it goes. I encourage This is more for some of the people that come in that have played this before. I encourage them not to just give me step by step on what I need to do, because I'm learning along with everybody else along the way. But if I do need questions answered, I will obviously ask the chat. But really, I think we're gonna go ahead and test this out. We're gonna go ahead and edit our thing here. We're gonna call this one Llama in Space 2.0. Save our craft. Let's launch. Let's go. We'll see how this goes. It's a long way out. I brought too many Kerbals. Let's revert. I don't want to bring all these Kerbals. I don't want to end up stranding. You know, I don't want to strand a whole bunch of Kerbals if we don't have to. The less we have to pick up, the better if we do leave any. One thing I did read about Minimus, though, is that because the gravity is so small, so light, that if we do the inevitable... If we do the inevitable and end up toppling over, I've read that just the use of monopropellant should be enough to be able to get us back upright. So, at least we got that going for us. And actually, I'm glad I said that, because I think I'm gonna put our new guy in. We got a new guy. Where is he? Bobley. Okay, let's see. Got one of those monos. I'm gonna add a second mono tank. Give us enough mono. Oh, it didn't put our period. Really? Oh, it won't let us put the period in. Oh well. Just take that 0 out then. How you doing tonight, Nick? Doing all right? Before we take off, we're going to go ahead. We're going to target Minimus. And it may be hard to see from here, but if you take a look, the orbit's inclination is slightly off. That will be a thing we will have to take into consideration when we are trying to find our injection point for Minimus. But it's not too much. And it shouldn't be too difficult to do that once we get up into the air. So, with that, get ready. And we're going to go. Check my staging. Always check your staging. Good. Jettison. Good. This up here. Jettison. Use that. We jettison. And we use that. Okay. We're good. Let's go. and set up our maneuver. Okay. No, Ryan's been busy with work. He's had a rough time at work. Um, Unfortunately, he got passed over for a position that he thought he was going to get. Um, he's not very happy about that. Uh, so he's been having to work pretty long days as well. Yeah, he's had a tough couple of about 10 days. So he's he'll get there. Over to the maneuver because I got to get going. In fact, I've got to go now. Yeah, it was a much better route for him. It was going to be better money for him, and he thought, with his experience, he thought he was going to be the one to get it. He's hanging in there though. Yeah, I'm alright. Just hanging out. Looking forward to the weekend. Excited about this new mission. Oh, we got the Easter stuff, of course. So I think we're going over to my in-laws' house for an Easter thing. Easter egg hunt, all that nonsense. How about you? What you got going on? Yep. Hey, Bubba. How you doing? Jeez, dude. Where's my target? There she is. We got plenty of time. Yes. Maybe what I need to do is I need to go ahead and just burn to get out towards that way, and then when I get halfway out, I can start messing with that inclination a little bit. Let's see. Oh, there we go. There we go. There's our encounter. Just gonna work this out. First time doing it, learning how to do it. Bigger, better. it looks like right now it's not picking up the... Oh, there it is. Uh-oh. That's not good. Alright. So here's what I'm going to do here. I'm going to go out a little bit to here, and then I'm going to get that, see what happens if I work on my... There we go. That's what I want. Alright, save is done. Up to this maneuver. What is that? Moon encounter. Oh, that's if I come back around. Okay. Cool, man. Absolutely. Alright, this is where we're going to fix our inclination so we can get close to this to the 0.0 degrees on our ascending and descending nodes. It's a very quick burn. That is funny. If I go all the way around and back around, I would catch the moon on the return trip. It will have made a whole orbit around Kerbal and come back the other direction. That's pretty neat. Alright, let's come on in. Let's come on in here and see where we're at. Alright, we are now past the moon. Minimus encounter. Alright. We've got our encounter. Now, let's pull this in. Get in right there. Fuel is still looking real good. Plenty of it. And as I said at the top, Nick, the thing about Minimus is that the gravity is much less than the moon. So one, we won't be coming in as nearly as fast as we would coming into the moon. And actually bringing down our velocity will be much easier to do. So we will not use as much fuel on our approach as we would going to the moon. So that's good. That's good. That's good. But right now, I'm loving it. This is true. the altitudes of the peaks on Minimus are much higher than the ones on the moon. We're going to be trying to make our landing on one of they look like frozen lakes in the valleys of the mountains. That's where we're going to make an attempt to try to land. Again, this is the first time I've done this, so we'll see if we can actually do that. But but let's get there. I am a frozen lake. Thank you, Nick. That's what my mama calls me, Frozen Lake Mitch. Wink. I don't know why I winked. Alright. Let's get into position. I know, right? I've known Nico for a long time. We're real good at throwing it back and forth to each other. That's for sure. Let's bring her in. Okay, make sure that we're. I don't want to come in too quick. Got it. Okay. Now, we'll come around here. Oh boy, we're really far out, huh? Okay, we got some. Looks like we got some decent landing areas that we can get after. But first, let's get this in. We're going to bring this into the same. So that's at 28. Oop. There we go. Yeah, man, absolutely. If I don't catch it live, Bubba, I'll definitely check out the past streams on it, so I can see. I want to see this rover in action. Nick, you ought to see this rover. This thing is monstrous. He sent me a picture of it through Xbox. I'll pull it and I'll send it to you. It's pretty wild. It's pretty awesome. All right, let's get into position. Get to that maneuver. Zoom in here. Alright, we're going to set that. Let's set that. Okay. Perfect. Okay, so now, I'm looking here. I got the light side here. I've got a real big piece of the frozen lake here. So I think that's where I'm gonna make my approach. And so what I think I'll do is about right here, I'm going to make my final burn. I'm going to shift that inclination up just a tad. So we're able to have as much of the ice lake as possible. Oh. And then we'll pull this in. And I'm gonna bring it in about right here, so we have a lot of the ice lake to work with. Okay. Oh, darn it! That's not what I wanted to do. Okay. Maneuver. A little bit. There we go. Okay, now we're ready. Right, let's save. And we're going to whip this around. Come on around. There she is. Looks like an ice cream. Get into the maneuver, see how our fuel's doing. Perfect. This is exactly what I want. Because I want to burn off the rest of that fuel. As you can see, Nick, our surface speed is only 125. When we would be coming into the moon, we would be coming in excess of 500 meters per second. So I don't think we're going to have too many issues slowing down at all. So, with that, go ahead and go ahead and do it now. Alright. And we're in. Alright. It's time to make our final approach here. So we'll come in here. All right. Okay, give this a quick save. And we are going to land in one of these ice lakes. This is perfect. I'm going to wait until we're actually over the ice lake before I start doing any type of burning. And then we'll bring this thing in. With our newest recruit, Bobley. I'm going to turn on my RCS, make sure we're stable. Let's start making our slow down here. This is mostly just to burn off this last little bit. 46 tons. Good lord, man. That's awesome. Why is that not... No, I'm on retro, dude. I don't want to do it towards target. I want to do it towards this. So as I'm coming down, I keep ending up straight up. Because the last time I did it to target retro, that's what caused me to flip. I picked the wrong one. Okay. We're on. Man, this thing bounces. Gravity's so low on this thing. Alright. Gonna turn off my engine. Don't need no accidental takeoffs. Okay. We're on. Let's get Bobbly out. ladder. Oh yeah, I forgot that we got this short ladder. Oh well, that's okay. Let's get out. Go down to the end of the ladder. And we'll let go. Whee! Kabloo! So... Look at him! He's bouncing! Plant that flag. Bam. Alright, we need a name. Nicholas, you're good at this. You're good at these names. What should we name this what should we name the site, and what should we have the plaque say? Oh, okay, you're right, Bubba. I forgot about that up there at the top where the where my altitude and all that is. Also, I know the landing gear, it's a quick button. I believe it's L bumper and either X or A. That's right. Let's see. Hey, Game Watcher, welcome. You're here just in time to see us on Minimus. We made it. We have landed on Minimus on the first try. We're about to name our site here and our plaque. I was waiting for Nico to give us a site name and a plaque name. Oh, here we go. Bubba-shire. Okay. Sure. Site name after our good pal Bubba here. Alright, we need something for the plaque to say, for this momentous occasion. What should we name it? What should we put on this plaque for this momentous occasion? Well, they're not they're not Kermits. That's pretty awesome though. But yeah, we'll put that. Alright, you know what? That's actually good. To all the Kermits that died to get us here. What would the beer of choice be on Kerbin? What do you think they would call their beer? Instead of Bud, we'll come up with a beer name. This I'm so bad at naming things. Kerbops. There you go. That's pretty good. How about this? We'll do Kerbops Stout. This Kerbops Stout is for you. I love it. Well, there's really nothing left to do but to go back. But first, we're gonna get a nice photo here. There. I can go into my settings. I believe down here is where it'll turn off everything. I thought there was a way to shut off. So I want to get a picture. Alright, I thought there was a way to shut off all this stuff, but that's okay. Alright, let's get back in. We're gonna make our way back, because we gotta get him back. What's the point of doing this if we're not even gonna get him back? RCS. All right, he's on. Yo, what's up? Turn on advanced tweakables. What is that? Is that in the settings? What does advanced tweakables do? I don't want to turn anything on that's going to change everything that I've learned up to it. Oh. Oh, I see. Oh, okay, I see. All right, let's get her home. Gotta get this thing home. We have so much fuel, you guys. I hope it's enough. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be enough. Let's turn our engine on. Okay. All right. America. All right, here we go. Save it. Let's get up in the air. Oh, man, that get up's cool. That gets up. Okay. So now, what happened to all my outline stuff? Did I do something? Where did my... Oh boy. Sure. Did I accidentally turn off... Alternator should be there. You know, I'm gonna just disable that for now. Why is this gone? I don't like this. Why is my altitude meter gone? Boy. I really don't like that this is gone. Bubba, or Game Watcher, do you know why my altitude meter up here is gone and I can't get it to come back unless I'm in this mode? Or is that always gone? Maybe that's just always not there. Yeah, it's just not always there. Now that I think about it. Okay. Let's get into position. I go land on a different moon, and it just gets me all turned around. All right, now we're gonna get out of here. I like our fuel situation. I like what's going on here. $7.29. Perfect. Okay, now we go there. Okay, so I believe we're gonna do it just like we did with the moon. I'm gonna add a maneuver. very wide. But that's okay. So back over here, Bubba. Back around on this side of it. Oh, you're talking on the side that's... You're talking like over... Have it be over here. So like have it be somewhere right here? My maneuver? So like if we... Okay, where it is now. Okay. Go put it back where it was. Boy, that's so far out. There we go. Okay. Okay. I think this will do. Let's just go ahead and do it. Come back around. Down to about 5 or 6 seconds, and we're gonna go. Okay. We are out of Minimus. Give me just a second, boys. My son is calling for me. I'll be right back. 1 minute. Sorry about that, boys. This is actually a good time to save. Okay. So let's go over here to our Minimus escape. And then we will start bringing everything in. Alright, here we are. We're in. Okay. Now, let's bring some stuff in. I think what I'll do here is I'm going to bring in this side just a little bit, so we're kind of inside of Minimus. I'm pretty sure we won't get picked up again, but I want to at least bring this in over here. In fact, I may go ahead and bring this inside of the moon. And we're going to have some issues here, probably. Let's just bring it here, and then we'll worry about it on the other side. Yeah, that's what I want to do. I want to bring in the Apo side a little bit closer. I want to try to keep from getting any encounters with anything, so that's why I'm going to do it on this side. I know it's not necessarily good to pull in the parry when you don't need to, but I think I want to I just want to make sure that we're not first of all, I don't want to come in at 1 billion miles an hour, of course. But what I want to do is I want to get in over here closer, and then we'll start bringing it in on either side to make our approach. But like I said, I don't want to mess with the moon. I'm done with the moon. I don't want to mess with the moon, guys. I've had enough of the moon. Alright. Here we go. Let's bring this down. just keep bringing this side in. What if I did that? Oh, this moon! Let's go over here and see what that does. See what happens if I bring this side in. Here we go. All right. Alright, that's what we're gonna do. Bring it in there. Let's go around. The only problem with aiming for 60 there, Bubba, is I believe if I do it at 60 and I don't do any type of maneuvering from there, that's not going to be enough to get me in. If I get to 40, then it'll bring me in under 40. Unless you're thinking I should do one round of atmospheric braking. Though that could turn into a long process. I think I'm gonna do it like this. Sure. Yeah, you know what? I think you're right. So I'll go ahead and push this out just a little bit. And then I can burn to slow down as I get close. It's actually a good idea. So that's what I'll do. Thanks for the tip. Okay, there we go. That's good. Okay. So now, let's go ahead and save. We got a lot of fuel that we can burn off anyway. Let's go ahead and work there. Okay, cool. You know, I think I'm gonna go ahead and start burning. we're definitely coming in. Okay. I'm gonna decouple. I don't want to get us on fire. I don't want to mess with any of that. We're coming in. Looks pretty flat where we're going. Hopefully. Doesn't appear to be too much in the way of mountains. Here we go. I don't think it's water, but I think it's going to be pretty flat ground. It looks green. Looks like it might be green over there. It's hard to tell, but it doesn't seem like there's too much in the way of mountain. So I think we'll be good in that regard. Yeah, for sure. I'm gonna open as soon as it lets me. Looks like we're about to come out. It does look like flat land here. Looks like we're good in that regard. Alright. Here we go. Parachute's out. 5,000 meters is probably a little too high to have the chutes deploy, but I'm just so afraid of coming into the mountains or on a very, very high plateau and they not come out quick enough. But I guess better safe than sorry, right? round's coming up. Here we go. Our heat shield hit our heat shield hit just a little too hard. Congratulations, I have visited Minimus. Achievement unlocked. Bobley, Kerman, we are back in Phase 2. Phase 2 is done. We made it to Minimus and back in one episode. We've made it. How about that? It took us one time. How about that? Let's get out. Let's see if we can get him up out here on top. There he is. Ah, dang it. Get up there. There he is, standing in the middle of the air. Here's what I'm looking for. What was it? There we go. Capture that screenshot. All right. So, we have finished Phase 2. Phase 3 will happen the next time we play. Phase 3 is the highly anticipated Duna mission, the Mars/Duna mission. We've already got one Kerbal stuck on Mars from a long time ago when I first tried to make my attempts to go to Duna. So we've got at least that guy to pick up. But the next time we're here, we're gonna get that Duna mission going, and obviously that will be a much more difficult undertaking than the moon and Minimus. So with that, I'm gonna go ahead and end the stream for today. Bubba, thank you very much for joining me tonight, and thanks to Nico and Game Watcher for their for their viewership as well here at Mixer.com/Team Llama Games. And don't know when we'll get that going. Probably we may do it tomorrow. We may do it Saturday. We'll have to see. But Bubba, have a great night, or I guess great day, since it's almost daytime where you're at. Sun should be rising where you're at pretty soon. But anyway, I hope y'all have a great night, and I hope everybody enjoys their weekend if we don't talk soon. Have a great night, Llamanauts.